Welcome back everyone to my Let's Play of The Legend of Zelda, Oracle of Seasons. Last episode, Maverick completed the 5th dungeon, the Unicorn Cave, and then he used the magnetic gloves that he found in there to explore 2 different caves on the overworld. He found a Gasha seed in one, and then he found a ring in the other. The cave that I finished in was to the south of where I started, but since I never left that cave when I made my save, when I restarted there, I basically started at the last cave I exited, which was the one to the east of level 2. Didn't matter which cave I started at, because as you saw, one of the first things I did was use the Gale Seeds to warp to the Scent Seed tree in North Horon Field. So I can come down to this stump here, and I can change to Summer. Now I don't have to do this, but I figured since last episode we defeated that gold moblin, it'd be a good idea to introduce the quest to slay the 4 golden beasts. And you learn about that quest by turning into Summer here and talking with this man to the south of level 1. If one true power, then slay the 4 golden beasts that roam the land. Then I shall grant my power to you. So far you've slain 1. And we slayed the gold moblin in front of dungeon 2 in the fall. There's going to be a different beast in a different location for each of the seasons. So we did the fall one already. The winter one will be a gold Lionel in the Tarm Ruins. We'll actually defeat him this episode. Speaking of the Tarm Ruins, now that we defeat Dungeon 5 and got the 5th essence, we can get the last jewel to open the gates to Tarm Ruins. This guy's nothing more to give us, okay. The other beast is to the south of level 3. If we change the season to summer, by the entrance to Subrosia, there is a gold Octorok. And then the final beast, which you won't be able to access until we're able to cross the ocean and get toward level 7, is you change it to spring and you go to the east of the Hero's Cave, and there's one of those gold knights, one of those dog nuts. Now we're going to head to the Maku tree here, because after level 5, we go, the Maku tree has grown up a little bit, and we'll find another Gasha seed up here. When we get to the Tarm Ruins, we'll finally get to that tree with a soft soil that allows us to get level 5 rings from a Gasha nut. So between episodes I will do a bunch of farming there, and I will farm the final ring that I need from a Gasha nut, which is the level 2 boomerang ring, ring number 42, and then I'll also get the heart piece, because the heart piece comes from a Gasha nut from a level 4 tree, so a level 5 tree obviously can have anything below that as well. So yeah, this tree will be going to best places like the farm. I have quite a lot of Gasha seeds there. Spoiler, it actually takes me until, I didn't think I'd actually get that ring, because I ended up maxing out, I used up all the Gasha seeds, and then I had 25 rings to appraise. I appraised the first 9 and didn't get it, and I knew one of the rings, the remaining 9 was the beast ring, because Vasu gave me a ring for slaying 1,000 beasts. So I was like, well, I have 8 more rings to get here. I was like, I don't know if I'm gonna be able to get it. I actually went over to Syrup and bought 3 more Gasha seeds. But the last ring that I had appraised was the level 2 boomerang ring that I needed. So, like, wow, that took forever to get that. I was so disappointed if I would have, farmed 25 Gasha nuts and didn't get that ring that I needed. I did also get the heart piece, so that means that all the remaining heart pieces I need to get are just, outside in the overworld. And while I'm down here in Subrosia, I'm going to get the blue ore and the red ore, combine them to make the hard ore. That'll allow me to get the level 2 shield, which will be very useful in the next dungeon, dungeon number 6. And while I'm down here getting a bunch of ores, I figure, you know what? I'll get the 7 gold ore chunks. That'll max out my ores. So there's first one right there. Is like I said, they're always near where a Subrosia basically says that, you know, hey, I smell some good ore chunks around here. The second one is over here. This guy says about there's good ore chunks around here. We dig in that spot right there. So there's 2. One we couldn't get until we had the magnetic gloves. So I figured now's a good time to get them all. Could have got some much earlier when we passed by these locations, but I figured I'd do it all in one go. So this could show you all the ores on. So here's the one that we needed the magnetic gloves to get. We need the magnetic gloves to push us across that lava pit. Ah, it feels so good. And then we dig in the upper corner there. There we go, another ore chunk. And we'll head down over to the right there, and up. There's a volcano. There's some ore chunks right around there, and then there's one right by the temple. So, I mean, these ones we could have basically got on our first trip down into Subrosia. We didn't really need them right then and there. So there we go, get that. Another ore chunk. That's 4. Here comes the 5th one. It's over to the very east of the temple. Digging this hole, there we go. And then the last 2 are basically right next to each other. 2 screens next to each other. They're even closer than the 4th and the 5th one that we got. So right here we dig in that upper corner there. And then down here we dig in the lower right corner. And those are the 7 golden ore chunks that you can acquire. Now we're going to head over to the furnace area. And there's another one of those magnetic cylinders. Go across it. Grab this treasure chest. And then we got the red ore. Now we have the blue and the red ore. We can combine them to make the marooned ore. No, we make the hard ore with them. And then that hard ore can be used to upgrade our shield from level 1 to level 2. Once we get the level 2 shield, then the shops will sell like the level 2 shield. Right now it's just selling the wooden shield, but the shop and any Deku Scrub sell shields, they'll actually start selling the level 2 shield once we get it. So let's get this blue Subrosion here with those 2 ores, and he will smelt them down into the hard ore. Gotta do a little dance though. Okay, here goes. Now, if you watch my playthrough with Data, the non-linked game, you know you have to take this hard ore then to the Subrosian Smith, and you basically just have to answer like the negative way. The Subrosians are kind of straight down to business. You know, if you try to flatter them or, you know, they just say, here, you're wasting your time. So we got the hard ore. I'm working hard, melted ore. So let's head to the Subrosian, the Smith. And that is to the northwest of the marketplace. It's one of those houses we could have visited on our first trip to Subrosia. Like I said, you couldn't really do anything until now. Go with them. Quite a bit of Pegasus seeds, but we'll get don't feel bad about it. We have so many seeds. And then when we're doing all that farming in the Tarm Ruins, a lot of the enemies there drop seeds. So it's really easy to refill your seed bag there. And I'll be doing a lot of grinding there, like I said, to get the rings that we need. So yeah, just say do whatever. Just say make it fine. He's like, fine, why don't you tell us what to do, basically. So, they do whatever. And the smiths will go to work. And we get the level 2 shield. Now the password will eventually be able to get a level 3 shield, the mirror shield. But we won't get that password until around level 7. There's a genie in the graveyard to the west. We can't reach that because there's that little piece of water. I have to actually help the pirates before we can cross that little sea. Of course, the pirates don't want our help until we prove that we're an experienced adventurer. We can prove that we're an experienced adventurer by defeating level 6 in the Tarm Ruins here. Now, we won't be doing the Tarm Ruins in this episode. We have plenty more to do before just exploring the ruins or the forest outside the ruins. I'll start by inserting all the jewels here. We carry treasure maps. Hold on, shop. That's basically your telling you where to get the map that shows you where these jewels are. And here we're in these woods here. I want to change it to summer so that the vines appear. And you can climb up those vines. This is the screen. If it's winter time, there'll be the Gold Lionel, the second of the Golden Beasts. So we're definitely going to go see him in a little bit. First, I'm going to drop down here. And there's a statue over here. We want to push this statue. And that'll make that staircase appear. Now, in order to reach that staircase, we need to make it winter so that the snow piles up and creates a path for us there. So we'll change to winter here. As you can see, that one tree loses all its leaves. Then head over. Climb the snow pile. And then we're going to want to push the bottom 2 almoses. So that way, when it's not winter, the almoses cover those two pieces of stone there. And that lets us walk across the stones. And that allows us to swim to the north. To continue on. Before we continue on though, we want to head here. We have this Deku Scrub here. We're going to need the shield to deflect back the nuts that it spits at us. And he will give us the way through the forest. I surrender. In return, I offer my advice. If you are lost in the woods, travel west, then south, east, and north, taking each step in a warmer season. And that takes us to the Tarm Ruins. Luckily, once you get to the Tarm Ruins for the first time, there's a seed tree there, a gale seed tree. So you can always just warp there. You don't have to go through the the maze, the forest maze, multiple times. So let's change to winter, head over here. There's the Golden Lionel, beast number 2. Just whack away on our sword, there we go. Easy living. Head up here, changes to autumn. And that allows us to pick those mushrooms over there. Autumn, this is a good place to farm maple encounters, because we're going to see there's these like endless spawn point of likes. So you can just defeat the endless spawning likes, then head to the north, and then farm maple. And fall's the best time to do it because otherwise there's holes in the ground, and remember in fall leaves will fill those holes. So you're less likely to have stuff fall in the holes. So here's maple right now. Pushing out the ring. We don't really need maple anymore. You don't need any rings that she drops. She can drop level 1 through 3 rings because we already got all the 1 through 3 rings that you can get from her. And the heart piece as well, so. This is the culmination of the trading sequence. this thing steals this decoscope steals our phonograph. We play the tune that the guy was playing. And he tells us basically to head to the west, making it warmer each time. And that'll take us to his secret area. And in that secret area is where you get your upgraded sword. In a non-linked game, Data got the noble sword, which is what Maverick has right here. Maverick, because it's a linked game and already has the noble sword due to a password, will get the master sword. You see these light blocks, they endlessly spawn. So turn it to winter first, head to the west. Then we turn it to fall. Then head west again. Like I said, gradually making it warmer each time. Then we turn it to spring. Then head west one more time. Then we change to summer, which is right after spring. And we get to the Master Sword. We got the legendary Master Sword. Nice. It's basically as strong as Bigoron's sword, but allows you to basically use an item. Bigoron's sword takes up both of your item slots. Now the Bigoron's sword does though have some advantages. Like I said, it has a large arc to it, and there's actually some enemies that you can't defeat with the level 3 sword that you need the Bigoron sword to defeat, or like the level 2 boomerang. We're actually going to be farming a lot of those enemies to mature the Gasha nuts. There's these almost statues in the woods, and I forgot the directions to go through here, so I went the wrong way and ended up resetting. I'm so used to normally if you go east from here, you end up in that one room to the north of where the Deco's scrub gives the directions to get to the Master Sword. And I was like, if I go east, so I went the wrong way, but then I went back to my notes, got the correct directions to go, and then I just went the right way and ended up into the Tarm Ruins. So, as I was saying, in the Tarm Ruins, there's a whole bunch of these almost statues. You just have your Bigoron sword, turn them to life, hit them with the Bigoron sword, takes about one hit. Now we go west, making the seasons change again, getting progressively warmer. Winter, then west, autumn, then south. And this is the part that, like I said, screwed me up. Because then you turn to spring and go east, but I kept thinking, wait a minute, east? Doesn't the east make you reset? But if you're doing this little directions, it wasn't telling me reset you. In terms of summer, head north. And here we go. So here's the almost statues. Luckily I have the Gasha ring in my ring bag, or my ring box. So I can put the Gasha ring on, and then that gets me 20 enemies to mature a Gasha seed. It's planted. So I basically just go there, defeat those 4 almost statues, go to the south, defeat 6 more almost statues. Do that twice because they respawn every time that you go between screens. And just doing that loop twice, that gets me the 20 enemies I need to mature a Gasha seed. And every 2 trips to mature a Gasha seed, you'll get a maple encounter. Maple only need 30 enemies, but I say there's 2 groups of 20 that we're doing there, so that's being very annoying. And we dig in that section right there, and that'll uncover the soil. The only soil in this game where we can get level 5 rings. That's a plant. Yep, then these guys here. I'm gonna have to turn it to winter eventually to get through this area. I'm gonna manipulate the seasons to get to level 6, which is to the northwest there. But first, let's walk back to Horan Village here. going to spend some rupees because like I said, I'm doing a lot of farming to get all those, use all my gacha seeds. And while I'm farming, I'll end up buying out this place. But yeah, I bought the first gacha seed here for 300. And the next one will be for sale for 500. So yeah, once you do that, then it becomes the treasure chest game, the guessing game. And while I'm here, like I said, the shield is good for the next boss. So I'll pick up a new shield. And before I do Dungeon 6, we can go talk with Marty. And just gonna determine what song he will sing. So we'll choose the song next episode. Take care, have a good one, and I'll see you then. See you around. Bye.